back to my channel. It's your girl Shaina Rene, and I'm back with another video. And this time it's a sit down video, something that I really don't bring to my channel that often, but I'm like, I think I need to bring something where I can just sit down and talk to my subscribers, my new subscribers, my most loyal subscribers, all of you guys, so we could just catch up and figure out what's going on and who is Shaina Rene. So the reason why I wanted to do this video is because in the past few months I have gotten so many subscribers from me posting videos and things like that, and I just feel like a lot of you guys still don't know who I am and why I even got on YouTube, what I even do, because YouTube is not the only thing that I do, and just more about me, and let's just get a little personal. So that's why I want to bring this video to my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. Like I said, I don't typically do sit down videos. Most of my videos are mainly vlogs. I've done unboxings and stuff like that in the past, and I'm still trying to just figure out what my niche is on YouTube. So I like to post a little bit of everything. So before we fully get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And just if you like the vibe here, I would love for you guys to join the tribe. I'm still trying to figure out a name for my subscribers, so if you guys have any suggestions, please comment them down below. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let's get straight into it. All right, so first things first, who is Shaina Rene? Who am I? Everything like that. So my name is Shaina Rene. That's actually my name. My first name is Shaina, my middle name is Rene, and that's where I came up with this Shaina Rene. Well, not came up with it, that was my name, but it's not my last name, it's just my middle name. That's first things first. I'm 25 years old, from Brooklyn, New York, East Flatbush to be exact. My mom is from Trinidad and my dad is from America, South Carolina, Darlington, also to be exact. And my mom's from La Brea in Trinidad. And yes, that is all about me, who I am, where I come from, things like that. So born and raised in Brooklyn, lived there my entire life, went to school, Morgan State University, class of 2018, go Bears. After graduation, I went back home for 2 years, and then I decided to move to Atlanta. So here I am living in Midtown Atlanta, and this is where I currently reside out here. It's cool, I like it. A lot of people ask me questions about living in Atlanta and stuff like that, and I will answer more questions about that as we get into the video later down the line. I am the only child. I have a sibling. I have a brother, but I actually never met him, so that's a fun fact about me. Brother on my dad's side, we don't have a relationship. I do know his name, he does know my name. I think we spoke on the phone once in my entire life, and that was about it. But that's a little background about me. I don't know. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I have 2 businesses, Blink Beauty and Shop Rene NYC. So Blink Beauty is my hair company and Shop Rene NYC is my online clothing boutique. So I've had Blink Beauty since 2015, and I've had Shop Rene NYC as my business since 2018. So I have been an entrepreneur since 2015 full-time, well 2016 full-time, but I started my business hustle in 2015. So I'm going to tell you guys so much things. I don't know what I should start with. So I guess we can start with me being a young girl from Brooklyn, going away to school, and you know, not easily making friends. I had friends, don't get me wrong, I always had friends, but I'm such a loner. Like, since I am the only child, I like being alone. Like, I don't mind being alone. There is times that I do want to be surrounded by people, and that's cool, but for the most part I don't have a problem being by myself. So being in college, like freshman year, of course I did all the fun stuff, the not activities, but like going to the parties, going stuff like that, all the things that, you know, freshmen want to do getting into college. So anyway, did all that fun stuff, and by the time I was a sophomore I was just over it. And now I was working a job at Victoria's Secret in Towson Mall, and I just wasn't happy there. Like, you know, my peers there were cool, my colleagues at the time, they were great, but the management was just horrible. And every time I would go home or get in the house, I would just be thinking like, damn, I want to do something that's just gonna, you know, make me different. Like, what do I like? How can I make myself stand out. I don't want to just get up every day and go to work and just feel like I have to live such a militant lifestyle. Like, I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and still just enjoy every moment and just do the things that I love. So while I was in college, like, I used to love doing my makeup, like, all the time. But when I used to do my makeup, I used to never have lashes. So long story short, basically every time I would do my makeup, never had lashes, and that was a problem that I had. So I took that problem and solved it for myself by starting my own line of mink lashes. And at the time too, I was doing people's makeup on campus for homecomings and stuff like that, like super cheap, $30 faces, and it came with lashes, everything. So when I dropped my lashes, it like sold because people already knew me for having that kind of image on campus, or whatever you would call it. So moving forward with that, I had my lash company, and I started like seeing growth within my business at the time. And I'm just like, okay, like, I see things happening. But it wasn't until November 12, 2016, which was the 1-year anniversary of my lash company, Blink Lashes at the time. I had a $12 lash sale on the 12th, starting at midnight, 12 o'clock. So that was my little marketing, like a 12 kind of moment. So I will never forget, I put my lashes on sale at midnight. It was for one day only. And I said, if you guys want my lashes, this is the time to get it. It's $12. So I remember that day for that 24-hour sale, like, I made like $2,000, 2,000 and something. If I find the screenshot, I'll insert it on the screen. But that was my first time ever making that much money in a day. Like, you know, working these retail jobs in college, my paychecks were like $200 a week. So to make $2,000 in a day, I thought I was doing something. Like, I mean, I was like, but I was just super shocked because I've never experienced anything like that before. So that's, at that moment, I knew like, okay, I need to start really taking my business seriously, getting more into branding, things like that. But fast forward, before that $12 lash sale even happened, I lost my job at Victoria's Secret. So when I had lost my job, what had happened was I had went home for the summer, and basically when I went home, I got another job in Brooklyn working at Aldo on Fulton Street. If you guys know about that, Aldo, that's a legendary location in Brooklyn. So I was working at that location over the summer, and then when I went back to Maryland for school, I basically, you know, was going back to get my job at Victoria's Secret because I never quit, but they did know I was leaving for the summer. So anyway, when I got back trying to get my position, they told me, girl, you don't have a position here. We will not be putting you back on the clock. No more hours, whatever, no job. When I tell you guys, I applied to Sephora, MAC, Zara, Bath and Body Works. I reapplied to Victoria's Secret, Nordstrom. I applied everywhere in Towson Town Center Mall, and nobody would hire me. Literally, nobody would hire me. So I was getting discouraged because I'm just like, damn, I want a job. Like, I want to be able to like help pay for my things that I need to do, that I need to pay for in school. Of course, my parents helped me to the best of their ability, but I also was always that kind of person that always wanted my own. So I couldn't get a job, and I'm just like, damn, I don't know, God, if this is a sign that I gotta just start taking my craft seriously. But that's when I started doing makeup for everybody on campus, like 100%. Like, that was my job at that point. That's how I was making my money. And that's when I started taking my lash business, or my lash side hustle, serious. And that's when I made that $2,000. And that's what opened my eyes to say, hey Shaina, there must be more to this. There must be more to this lane of entrepreneurship that you could possibly see right now. But I think we should really focus our attention on that. And ever since that moment, I promise you guys, I focused not 100%, but 80% of my attention on my business. Like, and people always ask me, like, how did you manage like being in college and running your business? Like I said, I put a lot of my attention into my business, and that was my focus, and it still is, obviously, to this day. And my classmates and stuff could not understand why I would be late to class, why sometimes I would miss class. Honestly, the orders had to come first. The orders had to go out before I made it to class, because that's how important the customer service was to me, and that's how much I saw potential in my business, to the point where it's like, yes, I'm gonna finish school, yes, I'm gonna get my degree, but I see a lane for me here with my business. So that's how I got through college and my business, because I put my priorities first, which was me having to walk to the post office from my apartment, then call an Uber to get to class. Like, because luckily my apartment in college was across the street from a post office, but it was still a far walk from my complex. But at the same time, like, I just remember that time, like, I didn't even have no car, nothing. I used to take my packages and drag them in a big garbage bag all the way to the post office. Like, just sitting here talking to the camera about my journey just brings me back to those moments where it's like, you can't cheat the grind. Like, you can't. And if you don't sit back and think about your journey, you tend to forget. Like, honestly, I forgot those moments when I would walk over to the post office to drop my orders. Like, you can't skip the struggle. So everything that has happened in my life everything that's happened in my life had to happen for me to get here. And honestly, it's been rough, but we made it. So yeah, so I definitely want to answer some questions that you guys have asked me on my Instagram, because I did put up a poll on my Instagram, but I do want the conversation to just flow as well. So first things first, why did I start YouTube? What made me want to get on YouTube? So YouTube is something that I always had an interest in, but I just never had the time to do it. Well, I had the time, but I just wasn't focused on it, so I was never consistent. So if you guys pay attention to my YouTube channel and you scroll all the way down, you guys will see that my first video that I ever posted on my channel was in 2018. And I posted that one video, and I would just post little videos here and there, but never on a consistent basis to where I post now. And like how consistent I post now, once a week. Like, it was never like that. So when I moved to Atlanta, I'm like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna take YouTube more seriously. I had like the aesthetic that I wanted as far as my apartment and stuff like that. So now I didn't have any excuse to pick up the camera. You know, at first, living at home with your parents, it's just like, you know, they have their way of decorating. You don't really want to record that. That was just the way I was thinking. So I just didn't want to invade my parents' home on a private level like that. So that's another reason why I used to take my time when it came to YouTube. People always ask me like tips to being consistent on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure it out, but the best tip that I could give anybody that is trying to get onto YouTube is, honestly, think of YouTube as a Netflix series. And when you watch your favorite Netflix series, you always want episode after episode after episode, or season after season after season. If you're not constantly putting out content, your subscribers are just gonna find the next best season on the next best Netflix series to watch. So honestly, just try to stay as consistent as possible and put out that content that you know your subscribers are interested in, just so you can keep them watching. So that is my advice when it comes to YouTube. Now, somebody asked a question saying, what made you want to move to Atlanta? So Atlanta was always a place that I wanted to move to, especially when I met my old boyfriend Justin. Rest in peace to Justin. He used to always talk about Atlanta and how much he loved Atlanta. At the time when he would tell me about it, I'd never been to Atlanta, but the way he would always describe it made me think, oh my god, Atlanta must be lit, I have to live there. So if you guys don't know about my move to Atlanta story, basically what had happened was I randomly upped and moved from New York to Atlanta within a week on an impulse. Like, it was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. Packed up my office, packed up my room at my mom's house, and I came to Atlanta, and I just been here ever since. Like, honestly, yes, it was super impulsive. Do I regret it? No. Has it made me want to work harder? Absolutely. This noise is super loud. My house is by a highway, so if you hear that, please excuse it. But moving to Atlanta has definitely pushed me to limits that I don't think I would have reached in New York. I do recommend to anybody, if you guys are trying to, you know, reach your full potential, I'm not gonna say necessarily move out of your hometown, but get to a position in life where you're gonna be uncomfortable. Like, I'm super uncomfortable in Atlanta, like not in a bad way, but like personally, because it's just like I don't have a bunch of family out here. It's just really pretty much me. Like the one set of family that I do have out here, they live super far out, so I never see them. So it's really just me in Atlanta. I have a few, you know, acquaintances out here and some friends, of course. But once again, it goes back to me being super to myself, that I don't really care to, I don't want to say care to make friends, but I have super trust issues. Like, I don't know if that's just the New York in me. I don't know what it is, but I've been through a lot in life, and I just don't openly welcome friends that easily. We have to vibe. Like, we have to really vibe and be on some real friend shit for me to even call you a friend. So, yeah. But no, I don't regret I moved to Atlanta, and honestly, like I said, anybody that wants to make a step and move out their hometown, I definitely suggest to do it. 10 out of 10. All right, next question. Somebody asked me, how do I stay so disciplined with everything that I do? Girl, I got bills, okay? I got big girl bills. Nah, let me stop. I mean, seriously. But honestly, you just have to remember what you're doing it for, your why, and that's gonna just bring you back to that moment of motivation for you every time, just remembering why you started, and that's gonna keep you going. Like, honestly, there's times when I just wanna be like, damn, I should just work the 9 to 5. Like, this would have been easier. But honestly, doing what you love, sometimes it's hard because there's going to be so many challenges and there's going to be so many moments that make you feel discouraged. But there's no better feeling of knowing that everything that you do is something that you worked super hard for, and you got it out the mud, and you put in that work to get to where you're going. Like, sometimes if you sit back and just look at your growth from point A to point B, you're just gonna say like, damn, like I really did that. Like, I really did this during this period to get me to point B. And that's just gonna be like your game-changing moment every time, because you're gonna be like, wow, like I'm really doing this. Like, I just think remembering your why is super important, because a lot of people, you know, start businesses or do certain things and then they're more in it for like the money or just to say that they have a business, because, you know, these days just having a business is a trend, but there's no passion behind it, you know. I think it's really important to have a passion behind whatever it is that you do, and just, you know, working up from there. That's just the best way to do it, because if you're not passionate about it, you're not gonna wake up every day and want to get things done. And you have to constantly be striving towards your goals time after time after time to get to where you need to be. And it's not easy, because as much as you want to do something, somebody else probably wants to do the same thing too, and you can't let them outwork you. You can't. You cannot let them outwork you. Okay, you gotta put in that work, honey. Remember I told you. Somebody asked me, would you consider doing other content? So I'm assuming they're asking like other content besides vlogs. So personally, I like doing vlogs because it's the easiest thing for me to do. Just taking you guys day to day with me. It's just super easy. I already have a hectic schedule of trying to do brand deals, my 2 businesses, just living my personal life, dealing with personal things in my life. And I have to edit videos and I have to post content. It's just a lot. So I would like to do other videos. I mean, like I said, I try to do little things here and there, like try on hauls or unboxings. Look, I'm doing a sit down video right now, but this just requires a little bit more like effort, if that makes sense. But I would love to do more videos. But one thing I would say too, I don't feel like my sit down videos get the same type of traction like my vlogs. I feel like you guys like being a part of my life. People are nosy. You guys like that. So I would try doing other content, but if you guys do want to see other content on my channel, comment below, let me know, and I'll try to flip that up for you guys. I don't mind doing other content, but you guys gotta let me know what you want to see. Like, I'm here to please you. This is your show. This is your world. I'm just living in it. You feel me? So I would definitely like to do more content in the future. I'm just not really sure what to do, so if you guys could help me, I would like that. Next question. Somebody asked, how is it making friends in a new city? So like I said before, I really don't know. Like, when I get around people, I just be myself. I'm not looking for friends. If we become friends, that's great. But I'm never like on the hunt to say, oh my God, I want friends, I want friends. I've always had friends. I've always had friends my entire life. Like, I've always been, I don't want to say popular, but I've always been a known person in my hometown. Like, people have always known me. I always threw like a bunch of parties when I was in high school, and just always had people over at my mom's house, stuff like that. Like, I've always been the entertainer, not an entertainer, a host. Let's call it a host. So I've always been around people. So making friends is not hard, but like I said, I'm not really looking for friends, but if it happens, it happens. All right, next question. Somebody said, you got a boo? Spill the tea, sis. You in my business? Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, y'all already know, in life, everybody has somebody. Like, whether it's a friend, whether it's a boo, whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a husband or a wife, everybody got somebody, okay? So that's the answer to that question. Somebody asked, do you think it's harder for black dark-skinned women to gain a quality following on social media? I don't really want to get too much into this topic because I feel like anything related to skin tones is a very touchy subject. But one thing I would say, as a darker skinned woman, I feel like you definitely gotta work 10 times harder. That's just my personal opinion. This is not for anybody to take offense to what I'm saying, but that's just my personal opinion with that. Next question. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? In 3 years, I see myself with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, living my best life, thriving businesses, in a big house or like a high-rise condo, maybe a kid, I don't know, who knows, maybe not. I'll be 28, I'll still be young, but I don't know, like just living my best life. I feel like all the work that I'm putting in now is just gonna be stepping stones to my foundation. So I definitely see a very bright future for myself. Like, I don't work hard for no reason. I want the best out of my life, and I'm gonna get the best, and we just need the best out of best in life, period. That's just what it is. The last question, and I'm only answering this one just to spice it up a little bit, but somebody asked me, maybe I'll answer 2 more, but somebody asked me, they want a story time, so I'm gonna give you guys a mini story time. What was your worst sexual experience? Honey, I will never forget this. So it wasn't super bad, but it was the worst for me. So there was this one guy that I used to have this crazy crush on in college. Like, when I tell you I had a crazy crush on him, like, I liked this nigga bad. Like, I liked him so bad. Like, it was so bad. So we finally started like messing around or whatever, and when I tell you I was pressed like a panini for him, that's why my life experiences will never have me pressed for no man ever again, because you be pressed for the wrong guys. Like, and then when they show you what they working with or just their personality, it's just not it. So anyway, we started messing around. I used to go visit him, everything. You know, it's college days. He's at one school, I'm at another school, whatever. Went to go see him. We used to go out to eat, stuff like that. So when I finally went to visit him at his school, like, you know, we were vibing. We was drinking Henny. I'll never forget. We was taking shots of Henny, like, you know, to set the tone, whatever. All right. So long story short, we ended up, you know, doing what it do. And when I tell you, like, after, I was just like, this is what I was waiting on. This is what I was pressed about. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail, but when I just say he was just there, like, and I was just there, like, he didn't even give me an opportunity to show my best work. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I felt like he was just on top of me, you know, like, just dead weight, like, dead weight on top of me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So imagine somebody's dead weight, a big guy on you, and you're just like, anyway, that's for some mini story time. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this is just a quick Who is Shaina Rene video. Nothing crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. I just wanted to sit down and just, you know, have a little chitty chat moment with you guys, just so we can get all equipped once again. Thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you to my subscribers who have been supporting me since day one. We are going up. We are on that road to 20K. I can't wait. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys just know a little bit more about me now. You know, I love to see it. Love you guys. Bye.